Ladies and gentlemen, in today's DMZ mission guide, we are looking at White Lotus Tier 4, the route forward, and in conjunction with that, we will also be doing Operation Black Gold for White Lotus Tier 4, and in conjunction with that, Headshot is going to be doing Crown Tier 3 Expose, and also Crown Tier 3 False Alarm. So for Operation Black Gold, you got to get kills in Halfaport, Rohan Oil, and the City Cave Complex in one deployment. For False Alarm, call in 3 exfils and take the final exfil out of the game. And then for Expose, we have to collect some information in the dead drop in the observatory. Sounds like a lot. It is a lot, but it goes to show just how much can be done in one deployment. And we've kept it short, don't worry. So first up, we have the Al Shiram dead drop, where we're going to be taking the tracking devices that are bringing to the City Caves. So you can see it on the screen where it was. And from there, we're going to drive straight up to the observatory, where we're going to collect the intel for the Expose. And we need to extract this intel and bring it into Ashika Island. Do a full video on that in a different one. But it's just showing everything can be picked up and how different things can be done. You can see we took a trip to port, where we killed out our 10 enemies before we drove back up to the cave. So you can do a nice little maneuver on the map just to encompass everything in the one go. We did have a teammate call in one chap of a headshot down in Albago Fortress, but if that had been up northern more so on the map, we could have just called it in ourselves. But yeah, as you're going, you can call the exfils in, no problem. When you get down to the City Cave Complex, go in at the entrance over where the quad bike is. It's on the left-hand side. It saves you having to go through the area to begin with and dealing with all that extra AI. You can kind of take them as they come, because they're going to be tunneling out of it here. They are laser beams in this season. It is worse than season 1. You need to bring plates, you need to bring self-revives. It is difficult. You've seen that the first truck that we need to plant the tracker on was outside of the tunnel. So again, go in by the quad bike and you'll see the first truck on your right hand side, I guess it'd be. As you can see, riot shields are everywhere. You can get advanced UAVs, ammo boxes, munitions boxes, self-revives, all that stuff out of the boxes in here. But please stock up before you go in, because it is very difficult for a solo. The second truck in question is just beside the quad bike in that tunnel that we went into, so it's no problem to find at all. And as you can see, myself and Headshot absolutely had our hands full dealing with them. They just kept coming, and they will be becoming laser beams in a moment. When you get to the end of this cave system, right by where the marker is to indicate that's the area, you'll find 2 more trucks. That will make 4 that have been completed. And yeah, there you go. He's playing like he's a rebirth sweat. It's truly incredible to watch. When we've done all that, find the ammo marker on the map. It's yep, there we go. The ammo marker on the map. You can also find the boat petrol station, and they are indicators for where the final 2 trucks are. So you can just go ahead and put the tracker on the one above ground. And then, don't do this if you're solo, but I just trust my guys to come back and get me. There's 2 more trucks on the inside that you can get. Put the tracker on both of them. Use a riot shield, by the way, is a godsend when DMZ. If you have 3 weapon slots, even 2 weapon slots, put on the riot shield and you will see just how much of a difference it makes to your gameplay. It is the #1 tip I would give anybody. So we have done all of that. Now the last thing to do for the route forward is to extract the data, and that is in the bunker that is by the Afghan crash plane. I mean, you literally can't miss it, but you can see where I am on the attack map there. That stuff will download fairly quickly, and that, technically, is the mission done. This is where the video can end, and if you've tuned in just for this, you can turn it off. But if you're interested to see how we did the rest, please stick around. So we had a little bit of an issue extracting on the cave complex. Someone died, don't want to talk about it, it wasn't me. I managed to call it in. That's all 3 exfils done in one game. See the fighting we did in the cave system? Well, that's after getting my other mission done, Operation Black Gold. And I just took a quick drive over on that quad bike that we mentioned before, down to Rohan Oil, killed the 10 enemies down there to get Operation Black Gold done, drove back the Headshot. So you can see you can do a lot of this stuff solo. Drove back the Headshot, and a random Hostile Soldier, beautiful name, Hostile Soldier plus a riot shield, meta combo, mark my words. Onto the chopper, exfil out, and that's 3 missions done in one, and 1 mission mostly done, which we'll do in another video. So if this helped, it gives you an idea just how much you can get done, leave a like, leave a subscribe, I'll thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.